So, welcome back Zero Fighters and Card Fighters again to another video. So, today we will be covering my Palemoon deck. So, this Palemoon deck is a little bit budget friendly because of because I actually don't have purple trapezes at all. So, if you guys don't have purple trapezes but want to try Palemoon, maybe you can try to follow my deck. I'll give you a few tips on what you can use instead also for the triple rares and the doubles. But this is personally my deck build, and yeah, I wanted to post a video today because it's the end of August. Because I also wanted to remind you that tomorrow I would, if time permits, I will be posting about the video of the pack opening. Because tomorrow is the new season, which a new set just dropped, and we can see here in the info. So the next season reward will be here, Dayusha. It has not loaded. Okay, wait. So we have Aqua Force will be coming, Blue Storm Armada. Yeah, so we have Dayusha with the buff usually. Supposedly with the buff will be coming with the promo, which is really good because I actually do not have any copies. I think I only have one. And we have celebrating trial decks with Royal Paladin and Kagero. Trial decks? Oh, I didn't know about this. I don't think it was in Japanese, but then I think trial decks you need to pay though for the trial decks if they were in Japanese. I remember you had to pay. I remember its value is not that much, but it's a good way to pick up. I don't know. So just pick up triple rares, I guess. If you guys want to play MLB or Toad, yeah, you can also pick that up. But I remember that a lot of people hate MLB just because of how it's really good in this game. So yeah, end of season and I'm about 1 million, so I will be getting that 1 million mark hopefully. And yeah, I'll be playing this Palemoon deck. I will show you the deck list before we get into the fight. Here, so this was I had made Palemoon previously, but it wasn't that good because I just made it for the achievement. And yeah, so this is my deck. I did take some reference from other players, but not. But I changed it to fit a little bit on my playstyle a little bit. So first things first, I use Girl Who Crossed the Gap because she has a simple skill, but I say it's really good. Card +1, put her to soul, then you call a card other than Girl Who Crossed the Gap from your soul. So she's a good way. So like if you want to have to create tools and attackers in the soul, if you have them in the soul, you can call them out to swing and boost for you at the same time. But then remember, her skill is only at main phase, so she's not in a battle phase kind of multi-attacking. She doesn't really allow you to multi-attack, but other cards will. So we run 9 joys and 4 heals to not lose steam actually, because Palemoon has not that much cards in their hand, but have more cards on their board. So if you need to draw your pieces a little bit. If the ones that are not shoved in the soul, you need to draw into them, and also PGs because if you don't draw into your PGs, you are really vulnerable, especially to control decks. Even if the decks are not really the control heavy, but like Royal Paladin, Blaster Blade can retire, that can mess you up because you really need a lot of intercept, and this is not as consistent as a Neo Nectar. But if it pops off correctly, you can defeat your opponent and turn the situation around. I actually had one match against MLB and I was in such a bad position, but the opponent also wasn't too good. But then when the opponent almost pushed me to 5, I got like the multi-attacking, like I attacked 4 times that turn and actually won. So let's get into the deck. About that, let's see how good the deck is later. 4 PGs because PGs I don't need to explain. 2 Midnight Bunnies because her skill is Midnight Bunny. She's a really good card because she's really general. When the attack this unit boosted hits a Vanguard, you counter blast 1 and you put into the soul. Then you call another card that is not Midnight other card other than Midnight Bunny from your soul. So she allows you to multi-attack. So she's one of the cards to multi-attack, and she has the same skill with Alice, but instead Midnight Bunny can't call herself and Alice can't call herself. So don't be confused that this Alice art is different, because this Alice art is from the tournament mode. And yeah, I didn't have any Alices at all, so I need the tournament mode because you can't also use for now you can't use the rental deck. So I think it's every once, like at the first week of the month, but I forgot about it. And yeah, Skull Juggler because she helps with soul charge and you need soul. He's one of the like not that bad card, and he's really good to fill your soul. 3 Turquoise Beast Tamer because she gains a 3k if I have the grade 2 with this Crimson Beast Tamer here in the soul. She gains 3k. Crimson Beast Tamer also has a skill, but she needs herself in the soul. So I play the Crimson Beast Tamer deck, so it is a more offensive because my Dream of Fortress I only have 2, and it won't be worth it to even run him, because if I don't have at least 3 or even 4, which is more better 4, because 3 is not that good, because his skill needs a copy of himself in the soul, and without the copies in the soul, he's basically a vanilla to me. And then yeah, it's not that good. And then whoops, misclicked to look here. So Fire Juggler, she will be replacing my purple Cerberus because she has not that bad of a skill, but not that good of a skill, because her skill is at the end of battle of that the try check for of the Vanguard, this unit boosted. So when this unit boosts a Vanguard basically, and then you try check a grade 3, you put her to soul and you call another Fire Juggler from your soul other than Fire Juggler. She can also open multi-attack opportunities depending on the depending on trigger checking though. That's the bad side about trigger checking, but yeah, and then you can't give the power, actually you can't give the power to the unit, so you need a unit in that same column of when you call Fire Juggler. You will get it later when in the match, because Palemoon needs power on a red card, and multi-attacking means they actually have to hit over the defenses, right? Unless they're at 5. And then 3 Nightclaw Juggler because she has the same skill as before I already explained with Crimson Beast Tamer. Sadly I only have 2. If I would actually run 3 because it would be good. If you run 3, I guess you can drop one of the Barking Cerberus because you don't really need the Barking Cerberus. You just need as a 10k body there. And then let's get back into the Nitro Juggler. Nitro Juggler is a skill. When this unit is placed, you soul charge 1. Really good to fill up the soul and a little bit. And then yeah, because I also needed to fill up the grade 2s a little bit. And I don't think there are any really good, like super good grade 2s, because I think this deck doesn't really explode, but it kinda slowly builds over your opponent, but it can explode at one point if it's right. But they can also just have more consistency than your opponent and just overcome your opponent. I like that. And then 2 Jumping Jills because I actually like the Jumping Jill skill, where her skill is that when you call her out from the soul, she gains 3k. So if you remember, Luquier also has a similar skill, but instead of when she is called, you call out cards from the soul basically on the when she's on the Vanguard, which is really good because she gains power, and that will really be helpful if I were to call with Midnight Bunny or Alice or even Girl Who Crossed the Gap if I actually need them. Like if opponent has a 11k or 12k rear guard, that's really good. And then 4 copies of Dancing Princess, although she has a quite useless skill at the late game. Well not necessarily. So let me read the skill. When this unit is placed, you counter +1 to put a grade 2 or less from your deck into your soul. So she can really help you with, since I'm also playing the aggressive build, which is with the Crimson Beast Tamer. I will shove in a Crimson Beast Tamer into the soul if I don't get to ride her. And then she also can put in like key pieces like Jumping Jill, Turquoise Beast Tamer if you need the 10k booster later on. So she can be really good, but then again sometimes she's also vanilla grade 2, but she's also an intercept, so not much complaining in an intercept. Then 3 Alice to allow multi-attacking, 2 Crimson Beast Tamer, Barking Manticore, so he has a skill also like the Crimson Beast Tamer effect, so she gains 3k during your turn if you have the Crimson Beast Tamer in the soul. And then if you place him to Vanguard and you draw a card and put a card in your soul, so he also can give some pieces, and since he's also grade 3, he can be useful for Luquier skill. I'll read Luquier skill in a bit because these two are like not as good. I put 4 heals. So Midnight Invader, I actually didn't have 4 copies, so I actually replaced him. He has when this unit attacks a Vanguard plus 2k until end of battle. And then Barking Wyvern, so I don't ride him, but I sometimes like his when this unit attacks, discard a card from your hand to plus 3k until end of battle, because counter blast is really restrictive in this deck. And then sometimes you have more cards in your hand since you're calling a lot from the soul, but not always all games will be like that. He can also be a 13k, but honestly I put him like heal. That's because I actually want him as the heal, so checking him wouldn't be much of a problem. And also Midnight Invader. You can actually, it's optional, Midnight Invader and Barking Wyvern. You can have 4 copies of Barking Wyvern or 4 copies of Midnight Invader. It depends on your playstyle. And then the queen and the waifu of most people herself, Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier. So if you guys have been playing for years, you guys would remember this card, and people love this card, exploded this card. So do I think of her as a waifu? I don't know. So let me read her skill. She says a draw also because I have 9 draws. Vanguard Circle, limit break for counterblast 2 to call up to 1 grade 1 up to 1 grade 0 2 3 from each from your soul. You cannot choose to call, you can choose not to call for any of the grades. So you can, so what it means that you can call 0 1 2 3, but you can also choose which one you don't want to call and which one you want to call. So it's completely optional, but you can only have 1 each of the grade you call. She has a counterblast 2. You don't always have to call 4, but then again, calling 4 would be really good. But honestly, you only really call 4 if your opponent just wiped your board or something, or you didn't have any cards from your hand. That was bad. And then you wanna use her skill also because she has also a second skill which buffers up so much. When your rear card is placed from your soul, this unit gains 3k until end of turn. So if you successfully call 4, she can become a 23k alone. So you can actually, it would be safe to call a grade 3, grade 0, grade 2, and grade 1. So like you call to the right and left, and it would be actually safe. So I actually thought of running stands, but honestly, running stands is always a dangerous thing in Vanguard Zero, because in Vanguard Zero, stand triggers are only good if you check them in drive check, and also sometimes if you even stand them, it's not always that good. And I don't think in this deck it really needs, and I prefer running the draws because you need the cards in your hand, and I feel like it's more vital. But it's a personal opinion. Maybe you can switch up with 4 stands, 5 draws, but I just played this deck recently, so I just wanted to show you guys because I actually had really fun, and also I had 4 Luquiers and it would be a waste if I don't show it to you. So let's get into a match immediately. Let's go. Hopefully we don't break as hard, because if it's really a big break, I'll cut the fight out actually. Because yeah, and next so about the Great Nature deck, I actually will do the Great Nature maybe next set, because since Polaris is coming out, I didn't want to do, oh, Great Nature Leopold, and then the next day, oh look, Great Nature Polaris. We'll see. Because I heard Polaris is not that bad. It can give you a consistent power. Luck always needs luck to win. Black Cat Ryan using Narukami. So okay, so I need to return these 3. It's a risky thing. I'm returning grade 3, but I need to try into Luquier to actually do a lot. Okay, see, I got Luquier. That's good. Zaishin. Okay, so this is an extra player because he didn't redraw, I think. Give me a sec. Let me check. Yeah, it didn't redraw. Only I redraw. So you write the Red River Dragoon, nothing. But it's just turn 1, nothing special yet. I might go a little bit quiet, guys, but it's because of habit. Like, if there's nothing happening, I don't say anything. Skull Juggler. Let's call down Girl Who Crossed the Gap. Can we soul charge a Crimson Beast Tamer, maybe? Oh, it does Cerberus. That's fine. I guess I can call him out later. Do I give the damage to this turn? Giving damage this turn means you can use Zaishin, and I don't want to lose the Girl Who Crossed the Gap. But then I have Luquier, so I think it's fine to actually, because Zaishin can be really annoying. That's a whiff tail. That's sad. Whiffing heals is always, it feels bad when you whiff heals, man. Okay, so he got the grade 2 12k attacker. Well, not 12k attacker, I mean like 12k body grade 2. I actually have the real card, but it's not, the skill is really different. Let's get going. Next set. So if you guys don't remember what next set is, from my memory, it's the Angel Feathers. I'm not sure. Metatron, Polaris, Corals, Aquaforce, and Great Dayusha. Great Dayusha may seem really good, but honestly, I heard that it's not super good yet before Daikaiser. It is good, but it's not super good yet. Without that Kaiser. Oh, so he can't use Zaishin. Ooh. That's an interesting gameplay. That's an interesting turn of events anyway. Okay, more Trojikers, that's always accepted. Into Crimson Beast Tamer. I might actually keep that for next turn because she can buff up to 12k, right? Because ooh, Joyner heal again. Are you joking? Dancing Princess. Let's go into Dancing Princess first. Because I want Dancing Princess to put Crimson Beast Tamer into the soul first. She is also a good card to filter with because she filters through your deck a bit. And now since my turquoise, I can call these down safely and actually swing 2 damage. Soul charge into a fire juggler. That's okay at least. It's not a trigger at least. Should I go? Yeah, I should swing, I guess. Wait, so what's in my soul? 1, 2. Okay. Heal. Oh. Where are my heals? The opponent checks a heal piece with but with Nitro Juggler 19k, so this is a magic number for his grade 2. Yes, actually he whiffed the heal. Wow. It actually can't happen. So how are you all anyway with your Vanguard Zero season? You can comment down below on your thoughts of how the season is going for you. And are you guys excited for next step, which is dropping out tomorrow? So I think I'll be posting for tomorrow and also the next day before. So I'll be a little bit more consistent this week. Okay, 3 kgs. Now that's good for me, but that's bad for you. Like the opponent. I think he retired this turquoise. But then again, you can also retire Crow across the cap. I don't mind. Being honest, you're not. I don't mind. I'll call Cerberus out and discard if with who's this? Luquier. Wait, depending on. Okay, I actually got PGs this game. So last game I didn't get as much PG. Okay, another heal. We actually only have 1 heal left. Wow. Go into Luquier. Go into Luquier. The blue and red eyes always confuse me. And the dark always makes me happy for some reason when I see it. So I guess I use girl who crossed the cap first skill here. Okay, it's a little bit laggy. Well, should I Dancing Princess? Nah. I'll call Cerberus down. Will I be pushing for damage though? That's a question. Should I push for damage? I think I'll hold off for now and swing at rears first. Because with the cards in his hand, I don't think he can refill his board that well. We'll see. If not, I can push him to 5. Okay, he got a trigger, so I'll be swinging his rear card instead. Because going offensive now, we'll just push him to 4 damage. I can't push him to 5 yet. Okay, so now he has no recursion in his front row, and only has 1 Zaishin in the back row, which won't do much unless he can clear out my intercept. Show me what you got. Oh no, he has a self damager. I think he drew into that. He just drew into that because it's the most, like, it's the card here, the most left, the leftist card, the card that is most left on my eyes. Why would you do that? Wait. Okay, calling down 2 grade 3. Guess this is fine for now, because now he can only do 1 attack. And it didn't check any trigger. Ooh, that Vegito. Okay, he did retire my cards. So I can call down more cards. I'll reply by calling more cards. And making you get in more trouble. Oh, he actually returned the heal. But now since he has 3 counter blast face down, I can safely push him to 4 damage and not worry about limit break. Let's go. Wait, actually don't activate first. Call Nitro Chakra. Can I soul charge a great? Okay, no. Thought I could soul charge a great 2. Okay, you, and you. Okay. Pro Cautious Cap, Fire Star Chakra, and another Nitro Chakra because I want to soul charge a little bit. Maybe I pull more bad cards into the soul, so non-triggers. Okay, a trigger. Okay, 2 triggers. Now that ended up really well. That ended up really well, didn't it? At least I still have 2 VGs and I have 3 grade 3s in my hand, which means I can consistently swing at his way. But now with the limit break gone and has no rear cards, he's in a really bad position with the cards in his hand. Can I heal? Okay, no heals. That's fine. Such a good position. My opponent didn't play that wrong, I guess. I guess keeping the grade 2s would have been better. Unless he doesn't have a PG. That could be the reason why. But the opponent couldn't consistently retire my board. I guess because I don't think you should call the dead side too early. Because dead side can be really good asset, but then with the counter blast he's restricted too. So I don't know what my opponent really did wrong. Okay, self damage yourself didn't help. Is that a heal? Oh, it's a draw. Usually you put heals on the card. Oh, my opponent. I feel bad for my opponent. So I showed you what the deck could do. So this is actually a good thing. So I actually fought once and actually could upload better faster now. Now this is bad for my opponent. Okay, another intercept. But I'll be calling down this card actually. Hey, no, don't make me ride that card. Okay, call this down. Actually, I should have called this down instead. But I can discard a card, I guess. Act like I have stance. Act like I have stance. Or act like I have something behind under my sleeves when I'm not wearing sleeves. Check, no trigger. Second check, heal. Oh, actually no. Has not seen heal trigger for a while. Okay, so I don't need to discard an extra card. Well, I was safe anyways. So I didn't call down an intercept if you guys are curious because I pushed to 4. I will still survive even if he crits, but also I just didn't want to call it because since I have given him 5 damage, I let him use his Vermilion skill again. So I can just board wipe my grade 2s and I would be sad. So yeah, Wyvern. I guess he's gonna use the limit break. My opponent's really desperate. It's a little bit laggy, but it's computer, I guess. Oh my god, it drew in the heel. So he technically whiffed. And this power can't swing over yet. Yep, he did not swing over. My PGs are just there. I gotta feel bad, mate. I can't help but feel bad. Okay, so this is game. Okay, another heal. So I wouldn't have died even if he somehow took out all my PGs. So let's go. Dancing Princess. Wait, what's in my soul? Okay. Don't invoke. I'll just use a skill of Curl across the gap and safely call another grade 2. Because I don't want to lose. Let's go. Although I whiffed all my heals and I consistently survive without checking them too often, which is really good about this deck, and that's why it's so fun. I just wanted to show this because in the next season, since there's no Palemoon updates, so I don't think I will be updating for a while until there's more Palemoon support. But I don't think it's for a while until Venus Luquier, which is Link Joker. Maybe I missed one, but I'm not sure with Palemoon that much. Wait, give me a sec. Yeah, there's no Palemoon update until Venus Luquier, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that pretty much shows you the deck, and yeah, the consistency and really goodness, and we're legend 15. And you can see here that I have not played Palemoon that much. Level 0, 200 gems, man. Have not felt that for a while. Literally, I have not gone to legend 15 in such a while because I'm so busy. Yeah, so he had the double rare, I think. Double rare coming? I don't know. Forgot. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I showed you the deck, and now I have 2k gems, so I'll be grinding a little bit more and preparing for tomorrow. But that's it for today for me here. So I'll be signing out here, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below on your thoughts on my deck profile and any like consideration with. You can ask me for budget version. I'll tell you what I know. And yeah, don't forget to click the notification bell and select all to get notified when my videos come out, and the most hype one, which is the next set update, which is tomorrow. And yeah, so I'll be signing out here for today, guys. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.